Hi guys, so what is this about? This is about the new version of Parasite, which has been talked about a lot. It's the black and white version, sorry about the colour. And what's happened is, this has had its premiere at Rotterdam International Film Festival. And since then, we've been waiting for the release of it. Here in the UK anyway, now obviously you might not be from the UK, but in the UK we're waiting for the release. I had the pleasure this week to see a press screening of that film, that version. It's actually, now depending when you watch this, it's actually having its UK premiere in Glasgow International Film Festival. Now, as I say, depending when you watch this, that's on the 5th, Thursday the 5th. But I will tell you when the actual release is in the UK fully. Now, of course, it's not getting a complete every cinema release. It's getting a limited release, selected release, probably mostly Curzon cinemas, because they kind of have the rights and they've been arranging all this. Now, what do we know about the black and white version? Well, I know quite a bit because I've seen it, but that doesn't mean to say I can tell you the reasons for it. If I look at this article online, which is actually the same article that I just showed you. Why did I show you this article? It's because I actually have a website, just so you know. It's film reviews, interviews. I've interviewed lots of Korean directors, actors over the years, and it's actually called mini-movie.com. Now, you might not be able to read that clearly enough, but mini-movie.com. I posted an article a few days ago, before I'd seen the press screening, but about the film itself. In that article on mini-movie.com, I wrote a few things, a few sort of paraphrases and actual quotes that Bong Joon-Ho had stated as to the reason why for the black and white version. He actually did it. He actually did it for another one of his films called Mado, which is a mother, and I never saw that, but that was released as well. Now, of course, Parasite is much bigger film. I mean, much bigger, a much more recognised film. I mean, Mother was quite a few years ago. He had Snowpiercer as well. He's had Okja, and he's had 7 films in total that he's released, that he's made. So I just want to quickly run down this, and then I'll tell you a bit more about the information on the release date, and I'll also break down what I thought of the film without giving you spoilers. What I'm probably going to do is break those 2 bits of information up into 2 different videos. So let me just move this. I'm actually reading from my own article. So Bong Joon-Ho, he has stated that, God, that looks massive, doesn't it, like this? One of his reasons was, or is, the smells are more intense. That's one of them. The other thing he's quoted as saying is something, well, he's actually quoted as saying, the great masters like Kurosawa, Akira, John Renoir, John Ford, Alfred Hitchcock, if we see their filmography, they have some period of black and white and also colour films. So what he's saying is when it was released. Now so what he's saying is, those directors had the option of having black and white or colour, or rather they were around when those opportunities or options were available. So I guess with him saying that, it's kind of saying, well, I could have released it in black and white, but I'm releasing it in colour, or I've got, I want to see it in both formats. It hasn't just been a straightforward filter, a black and white filter, monochrome filter that he's put on it. I believe he's actually been a bit more technical. He's also said, I'm sure everyone will have a different opinion about this version. Personally, I think all the characters look even more poignant, and that the distinctions between the 3 different spaces where the families live, again, I'm not going to give any spoilers here, with all the shades of grey, are even more tragic. And I think so the festival, International Film Festival Rotterdam, he's mentioned there, I believe, at the world premiere, I hope everyone in the audience can compare their own experiences from the colour version and find their own path to Parasite in black and white. So also on this particular article, same one as I just showed you on the phone actually, I've got the trailer itself for this version, and also some other videos I've done regarding Parasite, because if you go onto this YouTube channel where you'll be watching this, I've got a playlist now for Bong Joon-Ho, partly because of a Q&A he did, partly because of my thoughts after the Oscar win, and there's also some, what else we got here, there's also posters, and there's the Bong Joon-Ho and Quentin Tarantino talk, a tiny snippet from when I was in Busan, the same year that Snowpiercer was released, and the first time I actually met Bong Joon-Ho, I met him the other day when he was here with Tilda Swinton for the Snowpiercer screening, BFI screening. I love that poster actually. There's so many for Parasite if you look online, whether they're official posters or not. And that's it. Yeah, so you've got that. When you drop my phone then. So that's it. This is kind of a part one. So the video I'm going to put out will be my thoughts on the film, but it would also be a video, or the same video will be regarding the release date. I mean, I will tell you now that it's no, I'll tell you what, I'll just tell you the date. It's the first week of April. I'm going to say that right now. It's the first week in April. That's when the release date is for the black and white version in the UK. But I'm going to elaborate more, give the exact date, give you my sort of, not review, but maybe thoughts, and some, you know, obviously the differences between the two films, again, without giving too much away, because I know people want to take away their own experience for this version of the film, if they even go to see it. And so that's pretty much it. One more thing I was thinking was, should I do that video? Should I do that video in black and white, just for the sort of the irony? If you want to, you can suggest yes or no, black and white, or colour please, not black and white. Doesn't really matter, but I'm just thinking of technicalities when I decide to upload this, my further thoughts. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to leave you, I'm going to say over and out, and catch you on the next video. See ya!